in the discipline of the ancient mystery rites and practices of the hidden initiates of the Nameless One, I proportionally placed my foundational elemental cornerstones, uniting the four brothers of Horus to invoke and raise the perfected chief cornerstone of the Beloved One in an attempt to complete the inner temple devoted to the ascension of Sirius's hidden sun. Fasting for one lunar cyclical rotation, the price of the silver scorpion's kiss within the wilderness of terrestrial temptation. A sweet flesh, penetrating, core rotting, wiggling, wrathful worm did approach with cunning persuasion. Am I? It whispered in the moonlit darkness of the widow's veil, its gaze hypnotically attempting to mesmerize, while its enchanting forked tongue posed a spiraling, electrified question meant to tightly wrap around my will and bind me in slavish ignorance to serve the black magnetic six-sided parasitic stone of consumption. Am I not the I am you seek? And if not, am I not the reflection of that I am? And if so, why am I not the same I am you seek? Like the reflection of Narcissus, wise in the ways of deception, this little fallen, tempting, abhorred worm that boreth through the world was and will continue to be towards all those who seek to resurrect the hidden sun from the inner Muladhara depths of Malkuth. Into this world you have fashioned ignorantly, unwarily through the power of the Nameless One, to imprison the divine spark within a hollow, elemental, sense-propelled golem-like shell of death. I have awakened. I have awakened to the illusion of your deception. I have awakened to the illusion of the 3D digital matrix of your deception, the origin of the first temptation, the poisonous seed of the envious serpentine worm passed on through the rotten malum of the sacred prostitute Lilith to infect and enslave the offspring of Eve's allegorical fallen generation. Oh, I know thee, desolate one. Fearlessly, compassionately, and unshaken by the oppressive nature of your awesome destructive power, thrice I name thee, Yaldabaoth, Sakla, and of course, Samael. Enlightened by the darkness of the reflected second light, you are a master of sadistic, masochistic seduction, covertly impregnating the organic clay vessel of soul incarnation with your poisonous, parasitic, hidden dual seed of enmity and damnation. But through the vibratory darkness dispelling prajna pramita mantra, like Krishna blowing the divine conch shell, Panchanaya, reawakening Arjuna to the true reality upon the psychological battlefield of Kurukshetra, my ascending serpentine Gandiva spine, cautiously strung with the compassionately woven tight golden string divine, is ready to transcendently project the mindfully etheric one-pointed Sagittarian arrow of the witness bodhisattva will esoteric. You offer me water from the river Lethe to quench my earthly pursuit of the ascension path, spiritually forgotten, the keynote masonically considered lost, but truly only from the profane remains hidden, the unpronounceable silent word, which revealeth the 7 stones one must invoke to traverse the abyss of the most ancient and forbidden. Unlike the conscious eightfold path, seeds of self-realization, which dispels the shadow of ignorance, with fruit blossoming light of divine inspiration, your wolf spider-like eyes reflect uncompassionately, deflect unable to absorb the celestial milk in conjunction with Solomon's golden gate. The ecliptic crossing of the symbolic Vatican coat of arms, golden, Scorpio, 21 Sagittarius key of godly preordained, mechanical, universal, electromagnetic, incarnate fate. So know me through the greatest three, the hanged man and the universe, the empress, symbolic, esoteric sum of 2 and 1, the Hebrew Kabbalistic secret of Shin, triangularly represented above the mystical, invisible Da'at, concealing and revealing the hidden, quintessential fiery wisdom of photon-emitting supernal sun. My initiatory death degree ascended at a pharaonic Egyptian 90-degree summer solstice, spring equinox, angle of ethereal penetration through the arc of Ma'at into the subtle universal womb of the great mother of the first generation, of the first creation. I made my way focused with one-pointedness to my intuitively drawn destination, metaphorically transforming into the instinctual hive, returning royal honey, gathering bee. I crossed the ignorance, perpetuating terrestrial dimensional samsaric sea, in search of the divine sweet sap produced blue lotus blossom offered at the base of the most sacred of trees. Drinking its divine nectar, the creative Demiurge, ambrosial soma-like substance, which paradoxically grants access to the transdimensional temporal cognitive mesh of the unknown vector. I enter the compartmentalized honeycomb, experiential memory storing universal Akashic mind of the first father. But deceptively, I must not transmit the absolute path to the witness's will no further, for unwarily hidden lurking within the unrighteous 7 seeds of sin, lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and Dante's defined pride. Patiently wait in the subconscious shadows of the human psyche, like Mr. Hyde, ever ready to infiltratively infect and commandeer the divine will of the life spark preserver, forcefully and oppressively directing it into darkness to serve the will of the self-oriented usurper. The way is shut until one renounces the shadowy mirage-like reflection of the inception of the first deception, the consumptuous, desolate worm bored hole leading from the one into the third dimension, the eternal beastly bowels of dual perception, the great eternal samsaric rendering of the repetitious wheel of unwarily suffering known as the human condition. So I say unto thee, most foul, deceptively projecting, crystalline, tempestuous, hydrogen-carbon prism, the divine inspired light you distortedly bend through deflection, manifesting the 7 esoteric rays of Morpheus, beloved Iris, neither within unconscious sleep, nor within the elusive, visible, conscious spectrum of wakefulness can you corrupt or extinguish the inner, eternal secret fire bestowed upon me by the Nameless to light my way within the darkness of the lower regions of Malkuth Naraka, as I covertly don the shedded skin of a serpent to infiltrate and move among the shadow builders undetected, upholding the Bodhisattva Grigori vow and oath to light the way for the most lost, fallen, sentient being unwarily dwelling in solid state ignorance. Gate, Paramansa gate, Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva. And so it is.
Namaste, Namaskaram.